Hey, everybody, I know this is a different time than 2 o'clock or 1 o'clock in the morning. Trying something. Well, I just don't know when I'm going to be on anymore these days. My sleep pattern, I don't have one. It's like, um, I don't know. I just don't know. Let's see if anybody comes in around this time. Anyway, let me see. Mute. Hey, Jerry. My day's going. I haven't slept. I'm not tired. Um, I don't know. How about your day? I don't know if we'll get anybody today during this time because it's either people are at work, going home, whatever. But I still wanted to do a live just for people, to, even if it's just for replay, because I don't know how my night's gonna look if I haven't slept. I think the last 3 days I got like 1, 2 hours sleep here and there, and I don't know. I just don't know anymore. I know YouTube's been throwing me off all day, so I don't know if it's gonna throw me off this live. But I've been playing games stuff and it just closes everything out over and over. I'm sleepy, but just cooking some tuna and noodle casserole. Oh, that sounds good. But I'm glad we didn't get so far right. We didn't get any huge snow like they were saying. Um, I know on I've been seeing on Instagram. I don't know if it's real or not, but is it Russia that has like I don't know how many feet of snow? That looks so scary. I don't understand if that's real. How they if it is real, I wouldn't understand how they hey silent viewers that happen to come in. Yes, hey to the silent viewers. Hit that like button for me. I appreciate your time. I hope, like I say all the time, that one day you'll be able to come in and say hi, even if it's just a hi. But I still appreciate you just listening. South, yeah, but usually we get the snow too, along with the Southwest. But I'm glad it's not. But the Russia thing is like, what is it? I'm trying to think of how much. Anyway, if it was real, I don't understand how it would be packed the way it is. Like they'll show a slim road, like plowed, but the snow is stories, like at least 2 stories high. And I'm like, how could you? Hi, is it Luna? How could you get? Like, how would that be possible to even plow a street like that and then have the snow packed up that high? Like, what machinery could do that? So that's why I'm like, it's probably fake, but I just don't know. But it still looks scary, regardless if it was fake or not. Because I know a lot of people have been getting real bad snow, and that's usually us, and I'm glad it's not, at least for now. Um, I don't really have a topic. I just trying to keep on showing up as much as I can. Now it's gonna be whenever I can. Like I was saying earlier, if you guys don't know, I usually go on live at like 1 a.m. in the morning, 1 or 2, between 1 or 2. For me, that's just the time I guess I'm up the most. But now that my sleep is really rocky, like I don't know when it's gonna happen. I'm trying to remember the last time I actually slept. I think it was yesterday. Was yeah, a little bit. So I don't know when I'm gonna fall asleep. So I don't want to like not come on at all. So that's why I'm picking like some of the daytime hours too. It's still gonna be random until I figure out a time that fits. right. I know sleep is needed, but when I just like I said, when I feel um when energy is strong around me and I can feel that it's negative and stuff like that, and it's not in my household, but when you share like apartments and stuff and you feel negative energy, there's no way I'm gonna rest because I'm like something's gonna happen. Um, People are acting weird and stuff, and like I said, I pick up on energy. So picking up on energy that's not good, it's just I'm not my body's just not gonna relax. Even if I don't know what's going on and stuff, I just know some fucking dark energy is around here. So um, yeah, I don't know. So it's not gonna be easy for me to at least I won't attempt sleep. So it's just like I'll fall out or something eventually. And I've been like that since I was born. Hey, I don't know what to call you, so I'll just say hey. So people will understand. Yeah, I hope people understand. Like if they're expecting, and like I said, if I'm awake at night, I'm gonna come on at night. I just don't know if I'll be awake. No. Do you still have a crush on MacGyver or whatever his name is? No, I do not. I didn't have a crush on him personally. It was just what he did. It wasn't his look or anything like that. I thought it was a crush, but when I look back, I'm just like I was interested in what he did or whatever. No, because I look at him, I'm like, there's no way. I was not looking at him as no way. Uh, as he, like I wasn't like, ooh, I get to see him. It was the excitement of what he did. Like it wasn't. Like I said, if I looked at him directly, I would have been like, ew, yeah. So, but yeah, I guess you could call it somewhat of a crush, but not of what he looked like or anything. Um, hey Desi, welcome in. So, yeah, I'm pretty much trying to pick up the pieces of how I fell apart. I'm still falling apart, but I'm like, I had to get a grip eventually. I'm trying to get a grip. This is no, it's not too bad. Not in the area we are, not yet. Hopefully it doesn't get bad. We still got like I think another day or two. But so far this is the second snowstorm that we missed. Usually we get hit really, really hard. And I'm sure before the winter is over we will, but I'm just glad we're not getting hit as much as they think, as much as they predict and shit. So, yeah. I'm just trying to figure out what's going to be right. If Diane doesn't come in and you listen back to this, Diane, I'm going to try my best to go on later, but I was hoping I would catch you during this time, but just know I'm thinking about you in prayers, and um, I just hope you're okay. If you do listen to this back, I haven't forgotten about you. I just don't know if I'm going to be up later. Uh, first real crush. First real crush was Dracula. As embarrassing as that is, like the old school Dracula draw you in type of thing. No, but a person looking at the person, I'm trying to think. Girl, snow gives me anxiety. Yeah, no, I'm not used to it at all. No matter how much I really want to get out of there. Every winter I say, I don't want to be here another winter. But unfortunately, brokenness got a person stuck. But yeah, I don't like it. Never will like it. I just really don't want to be around it. Um, yeah, prayers go out to die, and yeah. Vampires are just yeah, but I'm trying to think of an actual person. I know there's somebody, I just can't remember. I think all mine literally have been like not the actual looking at somebody until like way later. I'm trying to think of uh I think that's more people like what's his name? Morris Chestnut and Method Man and all that type of it. That's when I really like started having crushes on people. Other than that, it was just like the activity they did or something. Yeah, I don't go by looks, but no, I said if I was ever gonna go, if I was ever gonna get into something again, which I know I won't, but I'm definitely going by looks. I think I deserve it by now. All the ones I fell for, and it wasn't about looks. I think if I were to, it's gonna be about looks next time for sure. You can't talk, Jerry. Trying to diss me, but and like I said, and most of it was more of the energy I projected onto the person. That's crazy. Because they sucked. All of them. I never said I could talk. Yeah. Yeah, that's just a rule. Don't project the energy that you just want on somebody. Because they'll pretend to be that somebody. And they're not. I'll be listening here to pick up the kills from school. Okay, Desi. Um, I agree. You deserve it. What do I deserve? Oh, the looks. I still have a type of person. Yeah. I think I have like a body type that I would like, but I don't know about the face. Like I don't know what like I like a lot of different ones, so I think it would have to I mean that have be mainly on energy, but I would like somebody that I could look at and say, "Oh, you're attractive" or something, not look at them and be like, "Why the hell am I with this person?" Or, "Oh, okay, they look okay. They're okay looking." I know, I want to be able to look at them like, "Dang, you look good." I don't know, that might be me, but and this is, I think my medicine really gets me congested because look, I'm not congested. So when I take my medicine, it gets me all jacked up now, and I don't know which one it is. Because at night I'm like, oh my gosh, that doesn't make any sense. Why does my eye feel like this? So yeah, dang, I thought we would get a few people that we know up in here. I know this is a terrible time, but I know at 7 I don't know if I'm gonna be falling asleep or what. So I'm just gonna stay on until like 7 and then uh hop off. I'm about to Google and see well if the Russia snow is real. Wait. It's a time that works for you, so it's great. Yes, but if nobody comes in here, it's not a time that works. Is the Russia Snowstorm real. Let's see. It says, it says parts of Russia were buried under the heaviest snowfall in decades. Oh no, I clicked on a site that has a million ads. So 6.5 feet of snow. So that's still, oh, and then it says in the first half, after receiving around 12 feet of snow. Ooh, that's still not, so the pictures aren't real. I mean, that's a lot of damn snow, but it's not as much as they're in the pictures, like how they're making it seem. Like it's 2 stories, 2 or 3 stories high, and there's just a slim road with snow 2 or 3 stories neatly packed on the sides. Like, come on. It's still scary, but not close to what the pictures were. Yeah, we got more than that many times. Yeah, that's why I said I'm glad I know what like realistic scary ass snowfall looks like, but my God, but I knew it. There's no way a machine could plow through it and make it so neat and neat little lane for cars to go through. There's no way. What's the point? Okay, let me see. I'm trying to think of something to talk about. I don't know. I'm still working on the jewelry. I have the stuff. I just gotta have the energy to put it all together. Like I said, I have already some stuff done, but I want to do the silver or the whatever color ones and pick out what crystals I'm going to be putting with them. And are you going to be adding rings, Cherry? I want to buy the necklace. Which one? You know which one? Or you're just thinking about the ones that I'm about to make? Oh, yeah, I haven't constructed. I need to get. I'm mad because I have pliers and stuff, but I don't know if I have to buy. I probably gotta buy needle nose pliers. I'm so mad I can't. I don't know where the heck my jewelry with all my jewelry pliers and crap is. I don't know if I'm making rings. We shall see. Oh, okay. I was just up watching some horrible, horrible. Um, of course, dash webcam stuff. People are so terrible. Hey, Winter Moon. At my treatment, gonna listen. Okay. So now we know. This time is not a good time for people. What the fuck is this Christmas gift? You're on when I'm awake. Hey, Cobalt. Yeah, I was just trying a time during the day to see what I get. Um, because sometimes I don't, like I said, my lives are just gonna be random, like whenever now instead of like a specific time. Hey, Jesse. So you guys got the notifications, I guess? You have me at this time. I don't know. I guess I feel like during the day I'm less I feel like I'm more withheld because after like I take my medicine at 9, then after that I'm like, oh yeah, whatever I say goes, I don't care. But before that time, like during the day, I'm gonna be, I think, more reserved, and maybe that's not as fun or whatever. I don't know. I feel like a poser or something in a way because I'm like, what the heck? Does medicine make me a certain way, or is that how I really am? And it's just making me not give a fuck about it because it does feel like it's who I am more at night. Like it feels like I'm like, fuck it, I can say whatever, the things that are in my head all the time. It's not like I make up things. It's like a bunch of things in my head that I usually don't share. But who am I really? Who am I? Do I know myself after 20 years of being on medication? Do I really know my fucking self at this point? You know, it's kind of hard. Mm. So I guess it's just, I don't know if I love the evening time and nighttime. During the day, you're gentle, and at night, you're feisty. The meds help the anxiety. That is who you are. The duality of the person. You're both. Yeah, I know, but it's just like it's just fucked up to not know how I would be without something. You know what I mean? And I can't even risk it. You know, I can't even risk to say, oh, let me go without this stuff. You know, because of the how it would fuck up me up in my brain and stuff. But sometimes I just like wonder who I would be like free from all that stuff. Would I still be the same way? I mean, I don't know. Being 50 has me pondering a lot. It's like so much of my life is behind me, and there's not many years ahead that will seem like anything but hell. I feel like because you just age, pain gets worse, hair gets more in places you don't want it, and less in places you do. Things dry up, you know, like remember when the delivery guy came to the door without the meds? He'd have been in the hospital. What are you saying? That I'm more violent? No, don't try. I've done that and it wasn't nice. No, I know I can't. I wouldn't do that to my family. Like I wouldn't do that to them. If I was on my own, I think I would be like, fuck it, I don't care. But I wouldn't do that to people that love me, and I have to, you know, I would want them to be responsible. So I'm responsible. I had M&M withdrawals last night. Oh no, Winter Moon. If I'm up, I'll definitely be on tonight. I just don't know if I'm gonna be up. I mean, I'm hoping I'm not up because I've been up for days. But if I'm up, I'm definitely gonna go on. So normal process to reflect. Yeah. You kill someone without meds. Only self defense. and you're, and then you talk about end yourself. So no, yeah, that's the part that I hang on to. It's hard enough on them. Yeah, I need meds when I get those withdrawals. Yeah. You now Cherry's making it like I'm a violent person. I'm not violent, but if people, the instance she is talking about is I'm a better me on meds, honestly, and zero shame. Yeah. All right, Jerry. But I'm telling about the time now. that I was trying to teach Sherry a lesson because this stupid guy. No, that's not right though. Because I was like this stupid delivery guy, always like huffed and puffed at his tips and stuff, and he did this time, and I was like, no, fuck that. I call right? I called the or no, I think Cherry called the place and said, "Hey, your delivery guy's rude. Like you should be able to tip him whatever, and he should be fine with it, but he doesn't need to catch an attitude and stuff." So so they told him, and his ass came pounding on our door, and I was like, and I would usually would have went down or whatever, but I'm like, no, Cherry, like you gotta do it. You gotta stand up for yourself. So she goes down the stairs, and of course I'm looking out. I'm not gonna be just like, oh, let me just let this dude, So this dude opens up the door from her, like puts his hand inside the door. That was it. I was like, oh, you're going in my property. So that's it. That's all she wrote. You're forcing your way in something. I don't need anything more than that. So I had to fly down the stairs and tell him off. That's all it was. But don't, like, he literally put his hand in the door and opened it. That's all I needed. That was the window. If you want to get fucked up, you chose right day. The wrong action. Shit. I didn't want to get. We wouldn't have got in trouble. That bitch opened up the door. He opened up the shit. We wouldn't have got in trouble. But you went boom. That's what everybody says about me when something goes down. They're like, I'm in the background, then suddenly I'm just right there in the shit, and I'm like, that's how I am. I'm always watching shit. I wouldn't let anybody, get hurt while I'm watching or there. Trying to get my treatment person to subscribe now. She's silent viewer right now. She's like, what is this? And I'm listening in. Oh, Winter Moon, thank you. I can't stand up for myself, you ding dong. No, we were that. I don't care. I have anger issues, so there. Yeah. You tell me to stay inside and everything. I approach a bitch and I don't do anything. Yeah, I know. I've learned that now about you, but I didn't know that's how you were back then. But yeah, he was aggressive with her, and once he saw me get down the stairs, he backed up. So if anyone ever messes with me, I know Cherry is the one to call. Yeah. Yeah, somebody, can I tell them about the package, Cherry? You, yeah, let me know if I could tell them about the package. Okay, so what was it, like a month ago, or no, a little bit longer than that? Somebody from Cherry's apartment complex stole her package, right? And so she's gonna go to the homies outside and be like, "Who did you see take my package?" And then she's gonna go up to their door knock, and I'm trying to calm her down. I'm like, "Listen." I was like, instead of aggressively searching this person down, hunting them down, I'm like, please just, because I didn't want her to get into a confrontation or whatever. She was ready though. I said, just write on the door, you have a camera. Like, give me my package back. So I had to solve the problem there, or she would have been hunting those people down. She did not give a shit. And so my sign worked. They brought the package back because they knew she had a camera. They didn't want to fuck with her. She went right on her door after they took it. I don't know anything about Cherry, but I know from day one being here not to cross her. Hell, I don't even make her look at me the wrong way. I like being on her good side. Yeah. But yeah, that's my little sister. She's always beating people up. Talking about me beating people up. If somebody gets close to me, that's a person around, she does not like it. She does not like it at all. I don't know how she would do if there was actually a person that wasn't that was actually an honest to good person. I don't know how she would be, but I think she just sends the crap on people. Besides my nail technician, he didn't do nothing wrong, and she started beating him up. So everybody else like was justified. Well, I'm a big wuss. Don't beat me up. I bruise easy and get mentally scarred just by looks. Oh no, Jesse got you trained. What's Cherry? Can you hear me? Oh, I know you can hear me. Can you text Tweety to remember to pick up my meds? No. Oh, because you said damn. Because I had it said damn straight. She does. And tell her I'm live and just text me when to open up the door. All right. But yeah, that's all I've been doing these last couple of days is pondering life and um after the I feel like I said I feel like it was really I went backwards in life and once that happened to my tooth it was just like I felt like I was just like fuck it all, I don't care anymore. And um I think the only thing that saved me was what I've been working on, which is the spiritual balance of whatever that sort of brought me back in a way. But it's still a battle. I still don't know what I'm gonna do, and I'm still just so messed up from it. Why do I see Cherry say she's going back to listen? I look under my bed to see if she's going to pop out at me like the boogeyman. That's how Cherry is. That's why I gotta be like, Cherry, nobody meant that. It's okay. But she's just, like I said, she's very, like, when she reads something, she thinks it's usually somebody saying it literally, and I'm like, oh, they're just joking, you know. And that's just how she is. I think I do that a lot too, but I, like I said, I had to learn a lot by studying people and what they say and how they talk and stuff like that. If I didn't do that hardcore, I think I would be exactly the same way. Because I really didn't get people. Like, it took me a long time to understand. I think it took me a long time to understand that people could be so evil. You know, like I just didn't think it was possible. I think I had to learn that. I think that's why I always watch stuff that's real, like the body cams and stuff like that, because it's like it's a reminder how bad people are. So I shouldn't do anything to get YouTube to hide my comments so she doesn't get any ideas. Shoot, YouTube hides any damn thing on my channel now. But were you guys like that? Did you guys have to realize with people that they are actually as bad as like the news stories and stuff? Like your common people are that those people. Like, hmm. And then it's like when I learned that, it's like, well, I don't want to risk anybody coming around me anymore. And I did that. I have never gone back on that. I've never been like, oh, I need somebody or whatever like that. You know, I do miss like going out and going to dinner and stuff like that, but I always did that with family. Not really, you know, so I don't know. No, nobody. Everybody knew people were evil. Or did my chat freeze? No, wouldn't it freeze on this. I have been trying to avoid social media and regular human interaction recently. I've been getting bad vibes from some people I used to see outside my home. That's what it feels like in general, you know. I don't even go out, but I know, especially now I know. And then the thing is I won't say anything. Um cuz it's neighbors and stuff. So I mean anytime I talk to my daughter about it, she's always like, "Oh, you're being dramatic, you're being this and that." But when I told her, I was getting a feeling, then she broke down some things, and I'm like, "Well, dang, I was right." The feeling that I'm getting, the bad feeling I have, it's justified. But I don't know that because I don't go out and listen to people or anything like that. But it's creepy the level of where it seems like a lot of people are mentally in the rage they have and how easily it is to just turn on somebody. On social media, I've been seeing things people write, and I get really sensitive about it. Like it's personal. Jesse has to read most things and tell me it's genuine or somebody being rude. Yeah, social media is hard too, because like I said, um, you don't know if people are being genuine. You don't know anything, and then you get tied up in shit that's not even your shit. That's the part that gets me. That's the biggest part that gets me is like I'm not on. It's like I've been neutral for so many things, and people have put me in positions, and it's like I remain neutral no matter what. So it's hard to navigate for sure. It's hard to trust anyone in today's world. You never know who anyone really is anymore. Yeah, and since I took all the mods off or whatever, I don't get another mod handled this or anything anymore. So that means somebody was doing that stuff. Hmm. But yeah, you do never know. You don't know who anyone is really. If everybody just showed their true self, then would they, like I said, would they have friends? Would what people want to be around them? It doesn't take much. I guess it does take a lot to be kind and stay kind and um I had to learn. I think the biggest thing I learned with being a parent is like no matter what, I have to, no matter what age they are, doesn't matter how old they get, doesn't they? You never stop being a parent, and you never stop teaching them lessons. And the biggest thing I had to learn was, like, I always have to have a soft voice, regardless if I have to be stern or whatever. I can't reach a certain level because if I do, then I'm teaching somebody to be out of control, regardless of how what age they are or whatever. So I try to, try to have always a um, be calm and having a calming voice and stuff. Like me and my daughter never got into like true yelling matches or anything like that. Even if she's yelling, I'm still like, okay, I'm not gonna be the hothead. I'm gonna be, you know, talking normal. Well, if I remember correctly, there was someone who was doing you a disservice as a moderator, and you didn't needed to fix that. If someone isn't right for you and your piece, then they need to. I just don't know who it was. That's the thing, because I took everybody off besides my family members. For someone who needs anger management, being kind is really hard. Taking a simple path is one of the wrath of anger. It doesn't solve anything, but it's simpler in the moment since we lose control. Yes, exactly. That's why um I don't do that with my family. Just if I felt like I had to do that with family member, then I know that's a family member that I have to cut off because if I'm showing you anger like that, um, then it means I don't need any. I shouldn't have anything to do with you. So I try my hardest to, um, even if it still doesn't sound soft, it's soft to me because if I'm trying not to slap the hell out of you and I'm talking nice, that's a big thing. That's a big thing. But yeah, I'm still learning. This time is not like I said. Every day I feel like, oh my gosh, oh no, watch here's the stuff coming up because I'm like, oh no, I sound okay. Anyway, I'm still trying to find balance and the days where I'm really not okay, and I still try to be present. Even if I'm only present a fucking hour out of 24 hours in the day, that's still um progress because I have the tendency to just go fully into myself and um give up in a way. So I think I think I don't know how to explain what I did these last couple of days. I think I made myself accountable. Where like, hey, you're under this self-destructive thing. I was self-destructing for sure. And then it's like I stopped in the middle of it, and I'm like, okay, you can't do this. And then I like told on myself a little bit to my sister and my daughter. And then I'm just like, well, now I have to figure out still where do I go from here and hope I could get past the winter before I have to start this dental fucking whatever's gonna happen with that. Which is most likely me getting all my damn teeth pulled out and wearing the full dentures. I don't know. Um, if I'm being honest, I didn't like being a mod on some channels. I turned into more of a. It does turn into a job, yeah, and less enjoyable spend with people. I don't even like modding for Jesse. Well, I'm also not the best mod. I barely text her. Yeah, it's hard to be a mod because a lot of your like I said, a lot of people don't like you because you're a mod, and then um, it seems like when you want to say something in the chat, that it's like, oh, you missed a troll. It's a lot, but I'm glad I saw all aspects of YouTube though. Now, like being a content creator, being a mod, just the behind the scenes. Um, when I started being a mod, it did make me see the other side of YouTube, like the behind the scenes side of YouTube. So I'm glad I got the experiences and stuff, but I don't understand. I guess I don't understand the push for how everybody wants to be a mod. Like I don't mind being a mod, but it's just like when people are like, "Oh, can I be a mod? Can I be a mod?" It's like, is it fun? It's fun to welcome people, I think, and everything. Like there's a good aspect to being a mod because you are Xing out the trolls, you are welcoming people, and if you like the channel, it's if you're a mod, it's a positive thing to do. Um, but there is definitely a dark side to it. Well, as a mod, you're an extension of the host. Yeah, that's the thing. You're not a viewer. Like you said, you can't participate. Yeah, like a viewer. But I like being able to like welcome people in and stuff like that. I was asked to be a mod. I never. Yeah, that's another thing. I never was like how people are. You know, they just. I don't know. I don't get the how everybody asks like strangers. Like, can I be a mod? And it's like you don't even know the person. Why you want to be a mod? That's just weird. But like I said, I enjoy it for the most part. Like I said, as long as the host also backs up the mods, that's a big deal too. Um, So it's definitely um a lot though. If you have like their bigger channels, and sometimes those get real bad. So I don't know. I think people nowadays want the instant gratification, but not the responsibility that comes with it. Yeah, because I know there's one channel I'm out on, and certain mods don't do a damn thing. They're just they there's like maybe three mods that do something, and it's a bigger channel. There's maybe three mods that do something, and then most of the mods just don't do anything at all. And it's like sometimes you need that help. Okay. Um, Cherry, if you can hear me, Tweety messaged me, so you don't gotta say nothing else. But yeah, I enjoy like the whole, saying hi to people and stuff like that. I said Tweety messaged me, so you don't gotta say anything else to her. If I had a channel on my own, I wouldn't allow anybody to be a mod if I didn't know you're a human person. Yeah, that too. Yeah, yeah, I don't want someone representing me that isn't going to represent how I want. Yeah, that is too something that I might just have to do from now on is I know if you have a channel and I could see you, um then I think that's what I have to incorporate in here now instead of just um that's the biggest thing I think I have to do. I got to be able to have some way of, even if it's not a channel, know that there has to be some type of social media where I could go on and look at, that you're an actual person. Just that I could see you. Shit. How did your name come to be? Is there a story there? Oh, with a cherry that just apparently that she likes cherry pop rocks. But I'm gonna get off here in a few minutes because I have to let my daughter in, and that's usually when the baby comes in too. I think maybe. But yeah, I definitely have more anxiety during the day with these lives. I feel it, like it's just way more. But hopefully, I'll get used to it. I just don't want to. If, like I said, if people play back this, I'm not trying to give up on my channel. Understand, I'm trying to pry myself out of a dark, 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 dark place. I appreciate everybody that has supported me and sent me messages through this time since I made that little video of what was going on, or the chat that was going on. Um, You have to be able to trust your mods so you don't have to watch them constantly along with other chats. Especially, did you know? I didn't know that mods could delete your messages, your comments under your videos. I thought it was just they could only do something while the live's going, but they have control over your regular comments too. So I didn't know a lot of stuff that was going on and then when I found out that, I'm like, there has been a few times where I've got notifications and there wasn't no message. So I'm like, oh, people are just deleting their messages. Maybe that was it, or I don't know. All I know is something weird was going on, and I just don't know. I think the biggest thing is I have to see. I have to be able to see like the person right now, and I hope everybody that's been on my channel that's will respect that and know that I just have to be careful right now. Doesn't mean I don't enjoy you coming in chatting and everything else. That could still happen. I hope it will still happen. I hope I don't lose anybody by this process, but there was something funny going on. So, yeah, I'm just trying to figure out myself, you guys. Like I said, I really got lost. I know it doesn't seem like a long period of time, but I did. I got super lost very, very quickly when this happened to my tooth. and I'm trying to build my way back up. I still probably, like I said, if I'm up tonight, I'm gonna go on and see if I can catch Diane then. But Diane H, if you listen to this back, like I said earlier, I am thinking about you. I am praying for you, and um, I know this day is hard for you. So stay strong, and I will see you later if I am awake. And then if you ever need anything, including just to yell at someone, I'm here. I have no issues helping anyone at any time. You got this, girl. I'm proud of you. Thank you, Cobalt. And thank everybody, like I said, for your support and your messages and everything. But I'm gonna go so I could open up the store. Um, so like I said, I'll be on tonight if I'm awake. If not, I'll be on some random time. I don't want to say goodnight like usual because it's during the day. So just thank everybody for coming in, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.